Welcome back, everybody. This is To The Max. We're making that return. You can also catch us on Clubhouse. We're on the exclusive, but when it does come out for everybody, catch the drop, go out, get with To The Max on Clubhouse at TaylorMac29. We on Twitter and TMac29 on Instagram. We got a very special guest in the building today. This is a return. It's been a long while since we put anything out from To The Max. Obviously, you guys have seen a lot of stuff from our Seed Talk podcast that we have going, but we have everything coming back again with a lot of special things. And to kick things off, we got the release album that's coming out for my good friend and also new and up and coming artist from the Southeast, from Atlanta, currently out of Tampa right now. So from the Tampa, Atlanta area, see him making strides and trying. And
Atlanta, man, East Atlanta. I shot at Tampa though. So
we got D Steve at D money sign TEV3, also with 3 Era World, and he's just released a new album, From the Ashes. It's coming out here towards the Christmas time, and you can catch it and you can have it going for your New Year's. And up and coming artist that has a very nice sound and good distinct voice. D Steve, how you doing? Good to have you in the building, man. It's fantastic to be able to do this interview and just kind of see where your creative process has come from. How's everything going?
Hey man, appreciate you having me on the show, man. Shout out to the Max, man. You already know. It's going good, man. Everything going good. Just a lot of anticipation leading up to the album. Dropping December 26th. So shoot, man, just been getting ready for that, honestly, and taking it easy, trying to, get all the holiday stuff done with family and all that. Trying to have a good Christmas and all that,
No, I feel you on that one. I don't know. I just had this ring come through. I don't know if you heard that. Sorry about that. But what was the first thing that you did, like, once you had everything completed? Like, because what was the whole process and timeline in making the album, and then what was that feeling of being able to have this sealed and done?
Man, it was pretty good having it done. It wasn't like a thing I locked in on though. It was something that just happened to happen. I just felt like it was time for me to put together a little project. I had music already that I've been made, so it wasn't really a stressful process or nothing like that. It was just a matter of me just coming to the conclusion that, I feel like it's time for me to drop an album. I feel like I'm at that point where, it's time to take that next step in my career. So
yeah, you threw out a few singles, and then on top of that, from the album, you got Rotation that's out there on YouTube. Go check that out. I know it had some thousands of views as it was pumped out. I haven't gone back to recheck it, but it takes a lot to be able to put pen to paper, or if you're freestyling in the studio as well, and then save it and come back and then add to it. Was it a hard process? Was it just a real creative flow? So what people don't, if you don't know about Dave was a collegiate football player as well as professional football player, been able to pull a lot from the creative side. And so from putting all of that from pen to paper, and then from what your experience is, did it just flow when you started writing, and then when you got in there, everything just kind of clicked?
I was kind of writing for a minute. A lot of y'all probably didn't know this. I was actually writing when we was at school, but I was just doing more poems, more poetry and stuff like that, just getting my thoughts off, just that was just something I did myself as mental therapy for myself, whatever. So I've been writing for a minute, and so just doing that and getting in the studio for the first time, it was like, why not? Why not? My friend was just like, why not just go rap? Like, you pretty good at poetry, and I see you, doing some little rhyme schemes, get in there and go give it a shot. So I went in there, I did it. The sound pretty cool, and we kind of just went from there. Just kind of gradually got into it from there. It wasn't like I was hooked after I first got into the studio or whatever. But as I just kept doing it and kept doing, I just kept getting better, man. So it's kind of how that went.
So you got 9 tracks for the debut, from the Ashes again. What was there any inspiration from an artist or anything like that you kind of have from Because let me tell you, for the thing that I was impressed with is the fact you're not out here doing just the same vibe of 808s and then auto tune as well. Not full 808s, but just auto tune, and then kind of having the flow of kind of taking the style like Baby, or doing anything from like how you did have a little Migos flow on a couple on a song, but you did it in your own respect. But was there any influence that you had from prior artists that you looked up to or anything like that came into this album?
I mean, just the music I listen to, man. I listen to a lot of music, man. So from Outkast, the Currency, the Wiz Khalifa, to Juicy J's, all that, man. It's not like I just feed off of everything I've been listening to in that sense. Like, I guess that's the music that I've been on. When people say I sound like certain people. The people that people say I sound like are the people that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even notice that. Like, but it's cool to hear that when, you know what I'm saying, somebody starts to say my song, put them in the Wiz Khalifa type of vibe, or you sound like Juicy J, or, you know what I'm saying, these people I respect in the game, you know, like, so
yeah,
that's been doing it. So that's what I really used to listen to.
No, I got some strong Wiz Khalifa vibes. And I knew you did listen to him, so I wanted to see if that was something that kind of spurred a little bit of the creative flow on the album, because you can hear it through songs where it's like you have that it's the that laid back feel that Wiz has, but at the same time it's real articulate with the lyrics. So it's laid back, but at the same time you're hearing everything word for word, bar for bar as it goes through the song. And so you just sit back, you just start vibing. So I was like, oh, it seems like you had a little inspiration coming from the Wiz, coming from the Currency. And so it added into the sound. What'd you say? Sorry about that.
No, that's for sure. Like super stoner type music. Like, that's what we was on, man. Like them type of vibes. But it just I don't know. Just listening to their music, they really beat themselves on their songs. You know what I mean? Like type of melodies, they'll hit whatever most people won't even try. You know what I mean? So like just the fact that they in tune with themselves on their songs, just really being themselves to be able to make that type of music.
So that leads me into my next question, because like you said, you're being yourself on the tracks. You're being you in your music. Do you feel a little bit scared at all when it comes to you're putting yourself out there? That's your creative process. That's your creative flow. Yeah. And then you have reception from millions, thousands of people that are going to be able to click in and then either receive of what you put out there. Does that make you nervous at all? Especially with the industry being a specific type of way. And you're like, I don't want to be that way. And I want to be me. And this is my passion. This is my creative story. What does that thought process go through for you when you put all that together?
I mean, just as that, it's just that comes with the initial point of putting out your first song, your first tape and stuff like that. So I kind of went through the whole little jitterbugs of, it's my first one. What people gonna think about it, like, especially since my first tape was really like, it wasn't really no turn up tape. It was really like I was really rapping on my first little project I put out, Spring Water. But like, yeah, you go through that, but like you just put it out there, man. And the people who like it gonna like it. The people who don't, or people gonna catch on later, man. Like people get to ear, like it's good, you know. If it's not good, then it's not good. Like, of course, you just gotta start from somewhere, you know. You're not gonna come out with a song like Drake or something like that off your initial, you know what I'm saying, song. So
you better come out with a song like Drake. That's 7 figures coming out the gate. You being played around the country. You better come. No, I'm just kidding.
I said your first song, your first release. But a lot of people trying to put money behind their stuff to be able to be heard like that. But like the thing I just like with my music, I've put out songs already. I don't put out, over 30 singles, over 30 songs, so like now that I'm at a point where I'm really gaining leverage, it's just like I'm actually into myself as an artist. Versus me just hitting out a hit song, when I first started, just putting together some words and doing that, and then when you make a tape, everybody wants to go look at your whole look at your whole.
You got somebody already DM. You got people DMing you.
Yeah,
You got
well,
text messages coming through. I hear the ding. I hear the ding.
Yo, I gotta fix this on my messages.
No, but while you're doing that, I think that's a real grounded answer because and real mature because at the same time, it's tough. You've been in the field where you're under a microscope, play by play, and so being scrutinized by somebody, whether scrutinized, whether that's going to be obviously that goes for a negative, being for scrutiny, but you can have the good come with the bad, but then how to roll with that when you have that reception from a fan base, and so that's a good answer when you're just like, it is what it is, let people go, because there's a lot of people that are sensitive out there. Somebody comes across and be like, hey, this is straight cheeks. You want to just jump through the screen and be like, hey, this is what my thought, this is what went into whatever my creative process was. So you not being worried about that, that's a big thing.
Right. For sure, man. You can't really be worried about it. You just gotta do you, man. People that's gonna gravitate towards it, gonna gravitate towards it. Then
yeah. There. So what are you expecting? What are you hoping for from the release? And what are the avenues that you are going with the release and dropping the album? Where can people kind of grab it? Where can people reach it and access? And then from a personal standpoint, what are you hoping to hopefully see when you do drop the first album? You've had the singles out and now you got the album.
Right. So this first album, I don't put mixtapes out and stuff, so it's just been kind of like a little taste of what I'm about. I want the album to really just like kind of solidify myself, as an artist. I know it's been kind of like a lot of speculation because, like you said, I did play football, I did play sports and stuff like that, and a lot of people, might not used to seeing me in this light or whatever like that. So I just want the album to, clear any speculation whether or not I'm a true artist or not, like something like that. And you mentioned Arrow World in the beginning of the show. That's my brand. So you just drop merchandise with the album. I'm rocking some of it right now. This is the official From the Ashes hoodie.
Okay.
What I'm saying? We're also doing a lot of things in the fashion and just advancing the whole culture forward. So it's beyond just the music, man. Beyond just what I'm saying, what's coming out now. We got a lot of big things coming.
You dropping a TikTok dance with it or anything? You got anything on TikTok to try and promote?
I ain't got TikTok dance, man. I'm trying to get into that. Everything just moving past me right now. I might have to when I go home.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying when I go home, my niece be on that, so I might have to get her to get me hit to all that.
No, you're coming from an OG standpoint. Let me tell you, I don't have TikTok. Everybody has TikTok apparently, and you see like I think everybody kind of looks like background dancers. I don't know why. Like no one's out here looking like a solid lead dancer or anything. You got background dancers being thrown on the songs, but it's been helping everything go viral. You come out with that song, say you throw that on rotation. Personally, I did like your relate. I related, pun intended or play on words, related to relate. I thought I was vibing with that song. Throw something else smooth that just rolls with it. And then boom, all you need is a little bit of virility. I don't even, that's not a word, but it should be. It'll be in Webster's Merriam-Webster's dictionary to go viral, because it does help though. When you have 9 tracks, and I've tried to write a little bit. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. Is it hard to just come up, especially you being new in the game? Mm-hmm. Is it hard to come up with content, or is it just, this is my life story that I've kind of gone through so far, so it's easy to develop what I need to write from a metaphor standpoint? And then 2 minutes of a song is long. Right. And 3.5. I don't think you hit the 4 minute on the length, but 9 tracks at 3 minutes, you're sitting at 27 minutes, and that's a lot. And was it, I kind of asked it earlier, but was it any struggle at all, or was it, man, it just flowed?
It's not really a struggle at all. Like when you're making the music, like you might stumble on some stuff here and there just because of rhyme scheme. But it's just as far as like my vision and what I want to get out. It pretty much flows easy. Like 9 tracks isn't even a lot of songs. Honestly, I just didn't want to flood the listener's ear. Like,
hey, you know, Kanye said all you need is what is it, 7, and you can be or 6 or 7, something like that, really short. But you can be up and nominated for a Grammy. You don't need to have a 12 EP or anything like that. EP. I'm oh god. This when you know I've had this. It's a late day. Still been falling too much, but like they said, like I think it's like 6 or 7. You can be nominated for a Grammy, something like that. So you're good. You good.
All my EPs been around 6 and 5 songs. So this is a little lengthier. You know, I think most times some of the listeners wanted more songs by the time it ended. So this is gonna give them a little better taste of what's going on. Hold on, man. Hold on, you muted for a second. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, appreciate it. What's your favorite song if you had to choose? That just, you know, if you want, that's your song, that's your go-to. What's your favorite song, and then what was the thought process in that song?
Off the album?
Yeah.
My favorite song off the album. That's a good question, bro.
Take your time, man. Take your time. You up here killing
I think my favorite song off the album is Relate. Just because that was a personal song.
Okay.
Rest in peace, my boy Keywan, man. One of my homies got killed over the summer, man, and it knocked me out for a second, man. It really hurt me. That's one of my childhood best friends. Really grew up with him, and you know what I'm saying, I'm tight with his family. You know, did favor, you know, bust moves for him. This stuff, those daughter personally, you know, it was just a real hard time, a hard situation. So I didn't record for a minute after that happened, and that was the first song I made. That was the first song I made in a while when I did go back in the studio, and so that's probably my most favorite one right there.
Would you say it's pretty cathartic for your? I was gonna say rap in general, but you made reference on a couple songs about your bro passing. Do you think that was a real kind of helpful release and just being able to express your thought process on everything and just kind of letting yourself heal?
Yeah, man, it's the music.
Mental health is big, man. Mental health is real big.
Mental health is definitely big, and like I said, when I started, I used to write when I was up there and stuff. So like just getting this stuff off of my chest and like, you know what I'm saying? It's a different thing hearing it too, you know what I mean? Like, there's some stuff you don't want to let go or you don't want to accept that happen in life, man. And you just got to say it and, you know, look it dead on in the face, man. And looking to take it for what it is, man, good and bad. You know, stuff happens for a reason, man. And, you know, at the end of the day, we still, as long as you still out here going and stuff, you got a responsibility to uphold. You know, you got to keep it going forward, man. Keep it pushing forward. People don't want you to be sitting down and going into the dark place. You know, over them and stuff. I know the people I know wouldn't want me doing that. So man, you just got to pick up the pieces, man. And keep it going.
So, like you said, picking it up. What was the inspiration for the title of your album? So it's From the Ashes for the album title, coming out on the 26th of December. You can catch that, I believe, iTunes, Spotify, all your major players. What was the inspiration for the name of the album? And then on top of that, what should everybody expect to hear when they do listen to it?
From the Ashes, the album really came from, I guess it's just the me of a rebirth of myself, you know, a recreation of myself. Just tapping into a whole another different side of myself that, you know, many people might not know about because I, you know, obviously was on, you know, the sports tip for so long and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of me just getting to myself, man, like really getting my feet grounded out here. And so it's just like an whole new rebirth and rebirth of myself from the ashes. If you look at the art cover, it's a phoenix on the album. So, you know, Phoenix rise from the ashes. The album was supposed to be getting dropped earlier in the year, but it got pushed to December 26th, which is my birthday. So it all makes sense now. Everything just really came together.
Right.
You know, it's dropping on my birthday, so it's a whole new rebirth.
So what should everybody expect when they throw this in, and you know, throw the earpods in, AirPods, whatever, headphones?
Everybody should expect some great music, man. Like some stuff that's gonna inspire you, some stuff that's gonna, you know, make you laugh, some stuff might have you think, some stuff that might you cry. You know, you might get a lot of different. There's gonna be a lot of different sounds on this album. I have like 4 or 5 different producers on this one, and got 3 features with my boy LC Levi. So you know, if you've been following my music, you know, I mean, him get down on there. We get on songs. So got 3 unreleased tracks that's coming out with him, and man, you just expect a great listen. That's something that you can listen all the way through. No music, no watered down music. Some stuff that's, you know, they're gonna be able to listen all the way through, man, and take it into the new year.
Well, I can tell for everybody, if you love being able to hear words fully articulated throughout every song, you can catch that vibe. You can groove. You can just get in your own. You can get in your own space, get in your own mood with it. Catch From the Ashes coming out on the 26th. You can rock that out through January 1st, because it's not like anybody can go anywhere. We're on lockdown. It's COVID. You got a lot of time to do and see and listen to a lot of things. So make sure this is piped into your streams wherever you are catching your music from. Remember to follow Dave, IG and Twitter at DSteve3. You can also catch the merchandise for 3 Era World as well. Dave, man, it's been a pleasure.
Man, appreciate you having me on the show, man. Shout out to T-Mac, man. Shout out to the Max. Shout out to the podcast, man. I like what y'all doing. Love what y'all doing, man. I see big things coming for y'all. Like you said, go get the album From the Ashes, December 26th. Go cop some of the merch. It's on my Instagram, my Twitter. Twitter is the same thing as my Instagram. So I will do that, man. And YouTube Rotation official video is out now. Killing It official video out now. Working Out official video out now. YouTube. So just go check me out, man. Support. Rock with y'all, man.
Well, we appreciate everybody listening. Make sure to go catch all the new music that you can add to your playlist, and you can listen through while you're working out, while you're just chilling, while you're driving, while you're doing anything that has any type of activity added to it or no activity to it. Make sure you have From the Ashes included and piped in. We appreciate everybody. This is To The Max.